So today we have quite an interesting vehicle on our hands. This is the new Toyota Starlet, a car that has become very popular in South Africa since it launched late last year. In fact, in October 2020, Toyota has sold over 1,100 of these vehicles. But now you may be thinking to yourself, this is a bit of deja vu. And you wouldn't be wrong, because this is also a Suzuki Baleno, a car that is on sale in South Africa. The only difference is the Suzuki Baleno is not a popular vehicle, yet this one is. So today we want to find out why this car is so much more popular than its twin. We want to figure out what is all the hype behind this car. Why is it that it's selling over 1,000 units? Is it just because it's a Toyota, or is it actually a very good car? So what does the Toyota Starlet have on offer? Well, Toyota has been very kind to give us their top spec derivative, which is the 1.4 XR. This vehicle feels very comfortable to drive. There's something about this segment of vehicles, and some of them end up tending to feel a bit cheap, to be quite honest. But in this situation, this car really does feel quite solid. In terms of engines, I have got a 1.4 litre normally aspirated motor. It produces 68 kilowatts and 130 newton meters of torque. And in this modern era of turbocharged cars, you might look at those figures and think that's a bit conservative. But again, driving around in the streets of Emmarentia, I don't really feel like I need more power. Most of the time you're going to be stuck in traffic, you're going to be doing the normal day-to-day commute, and in this kind of setting, the amount of power in this car certainly works. It's supposed to be a budget vehicle that is a quality ride. In terms of creature comforts, as a young person who this car is aimed at, I must say I am actually quite impressed by all the stuff I've got on offer. I am a big music fan, and cars that have got Apple CarPlay make my life much easier, because with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you just simply plug your phone in and the system mirrors your phone. And for young people such as myself, that makes a huge difference when it comes to why you purchase this vehicle. Does it work with my everyday life? And I can happily say the Toyota Starlet does. So far, so good. Now we must remember that this car is aimed at a younger audience. Perhaps you are the kind of person who's just finished varsity, you've got maximum 300,000 rand to spend, or you're even slightly older and you're in a position in your life where you need something that is affordable, but at the same time is not compromising in terms of space, in terms of ride quality, and in terms of value for money. Another important factor in a vehicle such as this is creature comfort. Electric windows, USB preparation, Apple CarPlays, these are all important bits that will appeal to a younger audience. And that's one thing that Toyota has gotten right, because they do give you all of that. When it comes to the stuff that you really need, you've got them all. And it makes a lot of sense, because when you're looking at this audience in this market, right now, many of the vehicles on offer that are aimed at a younger audience are actually quite expensive. Not everyone has R500,000 rand to spend on a small hatchback in this market. If you give me something that gives me lots of value with the brand recognition such as Toyota, most people are going to buy it. One thing that we must not take away from the Suzuki Baleno, this car is no better than the Suzuki Baleno. If anything, it drives very similar to the car, and everything feels exactly like the Suzuki. The only difference is that when I look at the steering wheel, I see a Toyota badge. So Toyota hasn't tried to go above and beyond.
The first difference, these two are different. That's the only difference I saw.
The only difference I can see is the grille.
I only saw one difference though.
Which was?
Which was just the grille.
Where's the Toyota, where's the Suzuki?
I have absolutely no idea. I couldn't tell you. Apart from the grille, they're exactly the same.
I would say the one on my left is a Suzuki, and then the one on my right is a Toyota.
This is the Toyota, this is the Suzuki.
Why?
I cheated, okay?
Okay, that one's a Toyota. This one? No, I'm wrong. There's no Toyota.
People know that Toyota is a very, very good brand in this country. And one of the most important things that are important to many consumers is servicing and dealer networks. So now if I was in a Suzuki Baleno GLX, which is exactly this vehicle, right now in the city, it would be no problem for me to service this vehicle. You will find a Suzuki dealership. But if you live in a remote area, you might not have that situation as easy as it is in the city. So overall, I can say I fully understand why the Toyota Starlet is such a popular vehicle. It drives beautifully, it's got a very good engine, the road holding is very good, and it's very comfortable. So Toyota has been really smart about this whole situation. They know that the Etios is no longer here, so what they've simply done is that they've taken a very, very good product to begin with, rebadged it, and voila, you've got yourself a good seller. So well done, Toyota. So today has certainly proved that South African consumers value brand over anything else. And it's a known thing that when it comes to twins, there's always the favorite. In this case, the Toyota Starlet is certainly the favorite twin.